Gentlemen, if you're over 50, you've probably felt a few shifts in your body that you never paid attention to before. Your shoulders tighten sooner, your hips protest when you get out of bed. Getting down to the floor feels riskier than it used to. Energy dips earlier, recovery takes longer, and somewhere deep inside, there's that quiet worry. Is this just age catching up to me? But the truth is far more empowering. Aging doesn't automatically mean weakness, stiffness, or declining testosterone. It doesn't mean losing your balance, your strength, or your independence. Your body isn't failing because of your age. It's simply reacting to years of inactivity, shallow breathing, sitting too much, and not using the movements that keep a man strong and hormonally alive. Muscles shrink when you stop challenging them. Joints lock when you stop exploring their full range. Circulation slows when your hips and spine stop moving. But the moment you begin reintroducing the right kinds of movement, your body adapts, at any age. And today, I'll show you 5 science-backed exercises that don't just slow aging. They help reverse it, specifically for men over 50. Stronger posture, better balance, deeper circulation, improved testosterone expression, greater confidence, no pills, no weights, just your body and 5 movements your biology is begging you to do again. First, hanging. Hanging is one of the simplest ways to restore a younger upper body. It decompresses your spine, opens your chest, rebuilds shoulder strength, and trains your grip, a grip that researchers literally use as a biomarker of longevity. For men over 50, this matters even more. Rounded posture, tight shoulders, stiff necks, shallow breathing. These don't just make you look older, they send stress signals throughout your system and can influence hormone balance. So start gently. Let your feet stay on the ground or on a small box while your hands hold the bar. Let your shoulders rise naturally toward your ears, soften your ribs down, lengthen your neck, and take slow breaths. A few seconds at a time is enough. Just accumulate small moments throughout the day. And when your body says, "This feels okay," let your feet float off the ground. Settle into a full dead hang for 20 or 30 seconds, breathing into your ribcage and letting your spine lengthen. Build this gradually, aiming for several minutes across the day, not in one big stretch. Eventually, when your shoulders feel strong and stable, explore variations, mixed grips, gentle scapular pulls, or even short one-arm holds. You don't need long sets. Just sprinkle these moments throughout your day until you've collected about 10 minutes of hanging time. Studies show that weak grip strength is linked to higher risk of heart disease, cancer, and early mortality. For men over 50, hanging is more than an exercise. It's life insurance. Hang often. You'll decompress your spine, rebuild your shoulders, restore deep breathing, and literally grip more life. 2. The deep squat. The deep squat isn't a gym movement. It's the original human resting position. Lose it, and you lose ankle mobility, hip function, pelvic circulation, and eventually your independence. For men over 50, the squat is even more important. Stiff hips reduce blood flow into the pelvis, lowering energy, lowering hormone expression, and making the entire lower body feel older than it is. Begin where your body feels safe. Hold onto a door frame or a countertop as you slowly sink down. Let your heels stay grounded or elevate them slightly if your ankles are tight. You don't need to sit long. Just visit the position a few times a day. As this becomes more natural, try lowering yourself without support. Sit deep, chest tall, breathe calmly. Treat the position not as a workout, but as a resting place your body is relearning. Small pockets of time throughout the day, 2 minutes here, 1 minute there, add up. And once you feel at home down there, explore different stances. Narrow, wide, rotations, gentle rocking, shifting weight side to side. The goal is comfort, not force. In time, Aim for 30 accumulated minutes of easy squatting sprinkled through your day. A major study found that people who struggled to sit and stand from the floor were far more likely to die in the following years. That's how deeply the squat represents human resilience. Your squat is not optional. Reclaim it, and you reclaim youth, pelvic circulation, and everyday confidence. 3. Sit to stand. Being able to get down to the floor and stand back up without using your hands is one of the clearest indicators of long-term independence. For men over 50, this movement says everything about your leg strength, balance, coordination, and even hormonal vitality. When the legs weaken, everything weakens. Posture, stamina, intimacy, and confidence. Start high. Sit on a chair, cross your arms over your chest, and stand using only your legs. If this feels difficult, raise the seat slightly or use a cushion. Focus on control, not speed. As this becomes easier, lower the surface. Move to a lower stool, then eventually down to the floor with your hands assisting lightly. Practice different sitting positions, cross-legged, kneeling, half-kneeling, and let your body learn transitions with ease. And when you feel ready, challenge yourself to sit on the floor and stand up without any support at all. Try different angles, different leg positions, always keeping control. Every point you lose in the sit-to-stand ability, needing hands, needing help, correlates with a significant increase in early mortality. That's how critical this movement is. If you can rise from the floor with no help, you are actively lowering your risk of early decline and restoring the strength of a capable, confident man. 4th, hip mobility. Hip mobility is not about flexibility, it's about survival. Stiff hips increase fall risk, back pain, and overall fragility. And for men over 50, tight hips limit pelvic blood flow, hormone support, and that deep sense of vitality you feel when your lower body is awake and alive. Start low and supported. Explore the 90/90 position, using your hands as much as you need. Rotate gently from side to side, breathe into the stretch, and let your hips rediscover the ranges they've forgotten. A few slow minutes a day is enough. Once your body warms to the idea, explore deeper shapes. Supported pigeon pose, side-to-side Cossack squats, low lizard positions. These don't need to look perfect, they just need to feel honest. And when your hips loosen and your confidence grows, start flowing. Move from squat to lunge to 90/90. Crawl, shift, step, roll. Move like a human being who trusts his own joints again. Studies show that hip fractures carry up to a 30% chance of death within a year for older adults. Your best defense isn't luck, it's mobility. Mobile hips are bulletproof hips. They protect you from falls, restore circulation to the pelvis, reduce back pain, and bring vitality back to your center. 5th, isometrics and core stability. Movement keeps you strong, but the ability to hold yourself still, with control, is what protects you from the slips, stumbles, and unexpected moments that come with life after 50. Isometric work deepens the stabilizing muscles around the spine, pelvis, and ankles. It sharpens balance, improves breathing, and gives your body a level of stability that influences everything, from daily movement to performance in the bedroom. Start with small holds, a gentle wall sit, a soft plank with your knees down, or balancing on one leg with a hand nearby for safety. Stay just long enough to feel your muscles working, then rest. As these become steady, make them fuller. A longer plank, a deeper wall sit, a single leg balance without support. Maybe even a few controlled chest-to-wall handstand holds if your shoulders are willing. And when your foundation feels strong, explore deeper static positions, loaded carries, long lunge holds, side planks, or the quiet strength of a horse stance. Global data shows that falls are one of the leading causes of accidental death for older adults. Stability is not optional, it is protection. Stability is survival. Build strong holds, and you build a body that keeps you standing tall through everything life throws at you. These 5 movements aren't fitness hacks. They're human essentials. especially for men over 50 who want to reverse the feeling of aging rather than surrender to it. Hang to decompress your spine and reclaim powerful shoulders. Squat to restore youthful hips and pelvic circulation. Sit to stand to guard your independence. Mobilize your hips to avoid disaster and wake up dormant energy. Build isometric strength to create anti-fall armor from the inside out. Your age is not the problem. Inactivity is. Start moving like this again, and your strength, balance, and confidence, even your hormones, will rise to meet you. Your body is waiting. Start today.